Welcome to Two Guys.
A girl.
And an MBA. Let's talk about bugs and cows. Bugs and
Yes.
cows.
So the
Mm.
news in the EU, Elena, since you're over there in Europe, what do you
Yay!
think about it? They just approved, the EU just approved mealworms are allowed to be ground up into like flour and put into pastries and bread and pizza and pasta. Of course, it has to be
Uh,
clearly labeled. I think last year crickets were allowed to be ground up, and the thinking is that this is a high protein source of high protein that is not environmentally damaging. Is very green because insects are a lot easier and cheaper and better on the environment to farm than cows and chickens and pigs and so forth. But I'm just like, what I said to my people was, I would let LA burn and let the sea level rise up and swallow up Miami before I eat some bug paste. I'm sorry, but what what do you guys think?
Okay, first of all, definitely it should be marked. Like we have GMO, organic, this way. You can choose, but of course it should be like other alternatives, like old-fashioned, like organic food. Why not? So in this case, Ukraine can
Free
supply a
market,
lot of organic food.
plenty of insects. I mean, what you said
No, no, I
was
mean
why
like
not was
real
interesting.
farm.
Free market, right? Why not? I guess. I
Mhm.
have questions about the health concerns. They're going to treat them with UV light, they said in the article. But I'm like, are people really meant to eat bugs? Like, is that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I was
Do we really need it? We are like don't have food. What is going on? It's we don't have cheap food. I think we have McDonald's. It's cheap,
well
and you eat one hamburger and you are good. So for what? Because of cows and because of
because of
CO2?
global warming. That's what people are saying because that will be more sustainable. They want to encourage Europeans to eat less meat and more bug paste, I guess. And I think that's taking environmental activism a bridge too far. I was surprised in some of the pushback I got from people about like, well, I've eaten a cricket before, and well, that's no big deal. And I was just like, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just the one that has a bug phobia.
If someone wants to eat it, let go. Please let them eat. But we should have a choice to eat something else, to grow something own and eat it.
I just know companies, they cut corners constantly. So if you let them legally put bug powder into the food, then they won't use crickets. They'll use roach powder. I just know. I just know it. They already dilute everything.
I don't even know why anybody would even consider this. If we were meant to eat bugs, if you look at the evolution of humanity, we would have been farming, domesticating bugs a long time ago. It hasn't happened. I just think this is one of these, it's an interesting concept, and I think what they're going to try to do is push it on poorer countries like Africa, the African nation, because you brought up cows, and cows are a main source of milk and food in Africa. I mean, even the African tribes, that's how you measure wealth by your number of cows. But their cows don't produce enough milk because they don't have enough
Grass.
food. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't. So
Yeah.
and then they tie the cow with methane. That's why you have these face
Yeah.
masks for cows
Yeah.
and diapers to catch methane.
Mm.
They're conflating a lot of things, and I think it's a first world solution that they're going to push to the third world. And I think that's the kind of the economics and the elitism. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need a solution like that right now. We just need more efficient farming. We need more efficient, maybe food, whatever that is, right? They did that with seeds with Monsanto. They would take and they would genetically mutate the seed. So, but then what happened was that seed, you couldn't take that seed and get another, like if the fruit came out, you couldn't take the seed from that fruit. You'd have to buy new seed. So
Yeah.
you're right. The
They have a
corruption happens all the
monopoly.
time. They have a monopoly. So lovely to talk about it. Ain't gonna happen. Like, no way. I'm not doing it. I'm not encouraging it. LA can burn, baby.
Even the quote from the guy was like, I think he said something like, don't worry, no one's going to be forced to eat bugs. And
They
it's like,
always say that. They always say
yeah,
that.
Mhm.
what was that movie that came out a while back? It was like everyone's on a train, and then at the end they find out that they're eating protein bars, but they're really bugs. There was a
Yeah.
movie yeah, it was just like this. And I'm like,
Snow,
wow, this
snow,
is reality.
Snowpiercer. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yeah.
Yes.
It
But
was
it's
like
funny. they drip these ideas that seem preposterous, and then it keeps moving down. It's like, okay, well, maybe for some people, and next thing you know, well, and next thing you're eating a bug burger like at McDonald's, and you're like,
Yeah.
what is this? Yeah, no, not gonna
I
happen.
mean,
We're
I
not
heard
eating.
the argument from some people this week that, well, they eat it as a delicacy in Asia and Southeast
Mm-hmm.
Asia,
See, they're
and
blaming
they,
the brown people. Always the brown
Mm-hmm.
people eat bugs now. We're
yeah,
not eating
right.
bugs. We're
You started
not.
it,
Yeah, the
yay!
brown. Oh, it's a delicacy. Yeah, my mom on Sundays making bug pasta. What are you kidding me?
I,
No.
I mean, I've been to Southeast Asia. I didn't see anyone eating bugs. I've seen
It's
the,
touristic attraction. You just go there and just pretend that it's like,
yeah.
oh yeah, we eat it in the morning on our breakfast. But no, it's just, oh, look, something
I guess
exotic.
they're supposed to be real healthy. Like if you get over the allergy, they're calling them allergies. They're comparing them to crab and shrimp that people won't be allergic to this. And I guess if you're not allergic to the bug paste, it is pretty high protein and low calorie. But I just feel there's so many ways it can go wrong. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I think what I said was, as human beings, do we want to feed or do we want to dine, right? And if we want to feed, eat bugs. But if you want to dine, which is a human thing, like eating croissants, right?
Oh
You know,
yeah,
you know,
enjoy
well,
this thing.
yeah. Why don't you just plop like flour in your mouth and pour some water? Like, yeah, it's more efficient. Like, what are you talking about? It's a croissant, right? This bug thing. Good luck to them. But no, we're not doing it.
It's
Ouch.
interesting. Perception plays a role because I think at the 20th or 19th century, people didn't eat lobsters. They considered them bugs. And then now it's become a delicacy. So, and shrimp also, if you look at it, it looks pretty
Oysters
insect-like.
also the same
Oysters.
with oysters.
So
It was like,
I mean, I know those all come from the sea, but I mean, I don't
You see,
know.
you started off of the train. You're starting on the train and you're moving your way. Next thing you
I'm,
know, you're in first class eating bug burger. You just, oh, never gonna happen. But wait a second. The lobster looks like a bug. But wait a second. No. That's their trick. Don't do it.
who knows? Maybe
yeah,
it's super delicious, and when you try it, thinking, oh my God, this is the best thing that I have ever eaten. So let me more bugs.
it tastes
With
like
some
chicken.
sauce, with bechamel sauce.
It's
Funny
coming.
story. I used to eat shrimp a lot as a kid, and then when I was in high school or early in college, I came to Kuwait for a visit, and my uncle served us shrimp, and they all had the heads on, and they were like those giant jumbo shrimp. And I
Yeah.
just took one look at it, and I was like, I'm not eating that anymore.
No.
You just
And they suck the head. No. Yeah, I hear you, man.
Please consider subscribing below.
Thank you for being with us. Please leave your comments, feedback, what you think about us, and see you in the next podcast. Bye.